YouTube, you know what's going on. It's the Bully Breakfast Club, the hottest morning dog podcast in the world, man. I just want to appreciate everybody that tuned in to the page. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on. Make sure that y'all add us on Instagram, man. We got a lot of content coming up for y'all, and we got just a lot of information and education for y'all, man. So, yeah, appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. Let's eat. Rise and grind, dog family. At it this morning, man. Bully James, what it do? What it do? My guy, New Mexico, what's happening? Unique Bullies, what's happening?
Top of the morning. Top of the morning. I'm feeling that shirt.
Right on, bro. I gotta get some new clothes, man. Anybody that got any merch, man, and you want to see me and Unique put it on, man, send it to us, man. We need some new clothes this morning.
Yeah, we're gonna get
We need some new clothes, period. What's
nah,
going on, my bro?
chilling, man. Chilling. I seen that you was you had some things going on yesterday. You know, it was still we ended up having
Yeah,
open,
I tuned in for a hot second, man. Y'all was doing y'all thing, man.
yeah, you know,
Straight up.
the minute everybody seen you tap in, you know, everybody was like, where you at?
Nah, for real, I had to spectate yesterday, man, but y'all was doing the damn thing, and I appreciate the
No,
support that was still there, and you know what I'm saying?
you
Yeah, man, y'all
know,
still
bro,
made it a hell of a good show.
ain't no I ain't.
Straight up. But y'all know what's going on is Bam with Play Mad
And you
Kennels and my
heard
guy,
the Unique Bullies with CP, Capital Punishment.
and this is the Bully Breakfast Club, man, the hottest information and education. If y'all not following the page already, make sure that y'all follow the page and subscribe to the YouTube channel. The
Powered
link is in the bio.
shit, and it's powered by the pit. Y'all do know that today is what's today, Wednesday?
Yeah, today is
Next
Wednesday.
Wednesday, y'all make sure y'all tap in, tune in at I think 7 or 8 o'clock. We'll be having
For
Walk Down
Walk Down
Wednesday.
Wednesdays, yeah.
Yes, sir. Walk Down Wednesday gonna be tonight.
A lot of y'all
By
wanna a
hosted
lot of
by
y'all want
above, my fault. Hosted by Above Average and Books Bullies.
yeah. A
They
lot,
running that now.
a lot of y'all want to put y'all dogs on that camera, man. This would be the time this evening with y'all
Yes, sir.
dogs on there.
Man, I do want to say, man, shout out to Trap and shout out to Free. Man, they've been going federal with their little state stacking.
State to state.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
They've been doing their thing with that for real, for
That's what's happening right there.
real.
So this morning, man, I really want to get into a topic. Um, and basically it's just this. If if let's just say that I'm gonna say it like this. If you are in the dog game, period, but let's just say you take one lane more serious than another.
You mean
Do y'all feel like that's acceptable? You know what I'm saying? Or should y'all treat, like, let's just say I'm into breeding the exotics. My cousin is into breeding Frenchies, but, you know, he ended up doing an exotic breeding, but didn't really take the exotic breeding as serious as he does the Frenchies. So do y'all feel like you should take all aspects of the dog game serious, no matter what lane y'all are in?
man? Not even just that. That applies to life, bro. Like my grandmother always taught me one thing. She said, you know, basically, if you sweep sweep the floor to an immaculate point, to the best point ever, because you never know who's watching. And the way
Rise
I
and grind, Goldie.
What's up, my boy?
it don't matter what you're doing in life, bro. You gotta take it serious. You gotta do it. You gotta give it your maximum effort.
Exactly.
You gotta give.
So make that the topic. Make that the topic. Should you take all aspects of the dog game serious? And what we mean on that is if you are breeding multiple different types of breeds of dogs, like should you put the same effort
Just
into
there,
all
shake,
breedings? Or,
pin it. Golden, what's happening, my guy?
What's up, you Nick, man?
How's it going, my brother?
Shit, chilling, man. I gotta head to the airport in a few.
oh yeah, what's going on?
What you got
Going to
going
pick
on?
up a dog, man.
Pick up a dog. Oh, you got a dog. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got a new dog on the way.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
congratulations, my guy.
Congratulations, bro, on that pickup. But let me ask you that, Goldie. Like, should you take all aspects of the dog game serious?
Yeah, I felt like that because I feel like the dog game come with so many different aspects. It's not even just breed different dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do a whole bunch of stuff with the dog game as far as whelping. You can camping and I just feel like the dog game just offers so many different aspects. So I definitely feel like you should take all the everything serious in the dog game. To be honest, there's so much you can do just outside of breeding the dogs, but still be a
Yeah.
part of the dog game.
That's a fact.
The reason why I said that, man, because y'all know Bully Breed dropped a Frenchie litter.
Yeah,
I've been whelping them, but I don't really go as hard like to let it be
yeah,
known we got Frenchies over here. But sometimes, like whenever people find out, like, oh, you got Frenchies, oh, you got some nice,
yeah,
looking
yeah.
dogs over there. But I'm not. That's not my lane, so I don't really take it too serious.
Right.
But I've
No,
had a
I
lot
feel
of
you on that.
breeders
I
like,
feel like
I,
if you probably know what you got on your hands, like far as the finches, you would probably be like more into it.
yep.
Cause I was just like that with the cats. Cause I got the cats, but my homie was like, man, why you don't never post the cats and shit like that? I was like, shit, I don't know. But once he seen my cat, he was like, well, you got some shit over here.
right,
Then once I realized that I had some shit, I was like, okay, now I started taking it more serious. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
maybe like if you like learn what you really got and start understanding the Frenchies more, you'll be like, okay, but damn, motherfuckers really got some shit over here with the
See,
Frenchies too. Motherfuckers can take off with this too.
see, but
right,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like just the discussion that we was having like a couple of days ago about speaking on the Frenchies, bro. Like the Frenchies lane by itself, like it switches up so quick and so much to where it's like you either gotta try and find you. I feel like you either gotta find you a certain lane in that Frenchie and run it. You feel me? Because it's not like, and what I mean by that is not everyone's gonna like them big ropes or them fluffies.
rise and grind, y'all.
You feel me? Some of them
Yeah,
might like the regular traditional, the tries, or the structured up. They might even like the pot of the brindles.
yeah,
It's like just to trying to find the market, especially if you're gonna do it. You just gotta find your lane in it. It ain't nothing wrong with opening up to another avenue because that's what we're supposed to do. But you just gotta find out what works for you. You can't
yeah,
go off of what works for. Oh well, I see these Frenchie breeders. I see these bully breeders over here. They doing numbers like golden with the cats. You know what I'm saying? Like I know him, the bully cattery, Ace, Lashes, Caesar. Those are the only 4 or 5 people I know personally that got these cats, but they know what lane they in. You get what I'm saying?
right, yeah,
So that's how I look at that. If you're gonna do it, you just gotta figure out what lane you want to be in versus trying to be all over the place and trying to watch what the next man's doing.
yeah. With that being said, bro, like I don't know, like what about this? Like, say you got some exotics over there, but you're just trying to switch lanes, so you're not really pressed on doing, high powered breedings before you know what I'm saying, sign out of rocking with the exotics. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about that?
Man, I
Say it again.
feel like that's gonna make it more harder, man. I feel like if you in the dog game, I feel like you gotta go the hardest while you in it. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to get out, man, you gotta finish with a
Excuse me.
bang. You get what I'm saying? Like I can't waste no time on not trying to put together high quality breeders because the shit might not hit how you want it to hit. So now you stuck with some shit and you trying to lead the game. So now it's even worse. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
So I
and
feel
ain't
like
nobody
if you
trying to
trying to
buy it.
lead, man, you gotta go out with a bang.
That's how I feel, bro.
That's a
Just
I
fact.
make it
swear.
make sense.
Like even like my mentality would be this: if I'm about to sign out on the exotics and go Frenchie, I'm gonna go hard on my last breeding,
Mm-hmm.
get rid of everything, and put that into what's really popping on the Frenchie end.
Yeah.
That's how I'm coming in swinging. Like that's just how I feel. Like whenever breedings are done, man, y'all got to go in swinging. Now, if you're not able, try to get as close as you can to some high power shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't just settle for the pennies, the playmaster breedings. Like, don't
Yeah,
do
but
it.
you can't always say high power.
No, that's why I say try to get as close as you can to the high power.
Because there be people out here that be cold scoring without using a highly reputable stud. They're using no-name stud and score.
But that's
You know
still
what
a
I'm saying?
high-powered stud, though. I'm saying high-powered, not as far as a known dog.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
saying a high-powered breeding. Like, make sure that it makes sense. Whatever
Okay.
you do, just make sure that it makes sense. To
Makes
go,
sense.
Y'all think the name make the dog high powered, or what the dog look like make it high powered?
What it,
the looks.
I feel like the looks and what he's throwing.
Okay.
Nah, I feel like the looks. The throw, whatever it throws, is just gonna be extra. That's a bonus.
No, hell no.
Come on, man. How not? How come that wouldn't be a bonus? You got a dog that look like it and he produces.
Well, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
bonus.
okay, but I'm saying though, but I mean, 9 times out of 10 chances, yeah. I'm not gonna lock in a dog. Well, yeah, you're right.
Cause I be hearing a lot of people screaming high power, high power. I think the look. I think the look probably make it high powered
It's
after
the
the fact.
look, man.
Top of the top.
Yo, Roger Brown 4.0, what it do?
Top of the top.
Introduce yourself.
It's 4.0 exotic skincare out of Buffalo. What's up?
The topic this morning is: should you take all aspects of the dog game serious? Let me give you a quick example, real quick. Say you're breeding exotics, but you're trying to go Frenchie. Are you gonna take that last breeding serious, or are you just gonna wing it like I ain't tripping? I'm going this way anyway.
I feel
Roger
like
Brown,
anything.
Marissa.
I feel like anything you do, you gotta put your all into it, or that shit is gonna be
Last
like
year.
it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like it's. I don't know. I mean, I feel you gotta put your all into anything you do for real. You can't start nothing and it's half-assed. Whether you about to get out that game or not. Because when you go to half-ass the bully game, you go to switch over to the Frenchie game. People that was in the bully game gonna still remember that you just half-assed that last litter.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I feel like you gotta just go hard, even when you about to leave out there.
that's how I feel too, bro. You gotta go. You gotta put. Even if you don't really want to do it, man, go hard with it. You're making a statement.
Man,
You know what
work
I'm saying?
ethic carry over, man. Being a hard worker carry over, man. You ain't a hard worker in the gym, that shit ain't just gonna happen out the blue. You gotta go hard everything.
And that's exactly how I feel, bro. I don't want nobody to feel like I don't know, like bro just said, conglomerate bullies just said, go hard because somebody's always watching.
Yeah,
And
because
that's true, bro.
if you, yeah, that's why that was a statement I just made earlier. You know, like my grandmother always tell me, if you sweep in the road, sweep the road properly, because you never know who's watching. You never know, and that just goes to and that just pertains to anything in life. It don't matter what you're doing. If you're working on your car, you finna work on your car. If you cleaning your car, you finna clean your car to the fullest.
Yeah.
You know what
You
I'm
gonna
saying?
clean them cages, clean them all the way.
Clean them all the way. Don't
Yeah.
cut corners.
Straight up though. Don't just let, you know what I'm saying? Don't just let people, you feel me? Just
Yeah.
don't let the I don't know what that mindset sink in, like it is what it is, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just go hard. Because the
As a
mindset,
sport,
man, it'll take a nice chunk out of you, man. That mind is something crazy, bro. And you gotta definitely put off.
that's honestly just a form of being lazy. That's all it
Right.
is.
Yeah.
No, it is. And I feel like people
Stop breathing
biting
without
off
the
too much more than they can chew sometimes.
What'd you say, bro?
I feel like people biting off
Excuse
more
me.
than they can chew sometimes.
That too.
Uh, yeah. I would definitely say that too, man. Like, I don't know. We've asked for a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot going down in my section right now, just with me and Bully Breed, and you know, I just be like, bro, it's getting hectic. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go harder. You know what I mean? I'm getting this shit out of here because it's
But
getting more. Bro, we got 1, 2, 3 females from the drop in less than 2 weeks, less than a week.
see, I just
Oh,
You feel
right.
me?
for dogs. I'm like,
Post man,
fuck,
top
I
of
got
the
like
morning.
12 dogs in this bitch. I'm over my limit. My limit be like 18. I got like 12 in this bitch right now.
I'm telling you, bro.
No,
Like,
I'm feeling some type of way.
I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, when y'all get to a certain point of having so much, if y'all don't have the support, the team that y'all really, you know what I'm saying, wish that y'all had, like, how do y'all manage all these
What do you
dogs,
mean?
bro? let's just say like you got like you a new breeder, you dropped a litter, you kept
Okay.
all the females, they all came in heat at the same time, you bred them, they all dropping at the same time. Like, how do you manage that?
I do it. I
Hey,
do it. I knew. Well,
you
listen, me
gotta do it.
personally,
We signed up for it,
not
man. That's all I
not
can
only
say,
that, but
man.
guess what? The thing about it, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go to my fault.
Now you
But the thing about it though is that when you did them 3 breedings, you was thinking about doing them breedings when you did them.
back.
So once you stuck them dogs, or you did whatever procedure you got to do to get that dog pregnant, you already in the back of your mind already knew what you was doing. So you gotta
You gotta what?
you gotta be mentally prepared for what you got going on. If you know you're gonna do it, go through with it. I mean, if you got kennel partners,
Move.
then hey, more power to you. Like me, I got kennel partners and whatever, but we all got our own program going on. You feel me? I don't like if I can't call nobody to say, hey, you come
help me.
yeah.
Back.
Because it's like, cause bro, I promise it'll be plenty of times when I go to shows, bro, I can only stay for 1 day. Why? Because I got to get back to my dogs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't rely on somebody else to look after my excuse me, my dogs the way how I'm gonna look after them.
That's fact.
Cause you
Nah,
might have
I
some
ain't gonna.
people that just might, all right, well fine, they might just be dog sitting or whatever, and they might do the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why they might look like, oh, okay, well fine. These really ain't my dogs. I really ain't getting nothing off of it.
You
So
feel
I
me?
don't
That's a motherfucking thing.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fact. That nobody gonna treat your shit like this, like it's theirs.
heck no.
I
That's
I
all.
ain't gonna say that.
I mean, that's like
But
you
You
let
you
somebody
you
drive your
you got
car.
you
You
got
can't
you
really
got
expect them to drive your car how you would drive your car. Like they're not about to
yeah,
but
but
when
drive
you
you
like
gotta have
do,
some type of faith that they are going
but
there there.
when you do find that person that's willing to, you feel me, like do that and stand by you through, man, hold that person close, no homo.
Now all you need is that person who understand these motherfuckers not regular dogs. You can't treat them like regular dogs. You
Oh,
can
I'm
understand
not.
that.
No, I'm thinking you talking about like some partnership. Like,
Oh no,
if
not
you
no
talking
partner.
about a random watch
I'm
my
really talking
dog,
on some
bro.
random shit. On
No,
some
bro.
random.
Like I didn't heard
Like a
so many
cousin.
stories, bro.
Facts. Come on, y'all.
And like you can sit back and stress that, like, bro, do not just look. If you go outside, when you go back in, bring them in. Like, and
You
they
hear me?
still won't listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't heard so many stories from a lot of people that feel like, bro, why, how? You know what I'm saying? Why would you let this happen? And it's crushing because you sat back and gave them clear instructions. You feel me? Like,
But some
He
people,
said,
I ain't
bruh.
gonna lie, bro. Like for some people, they look at these dogs like they don't have like you just said, they don't really have the understanding behind it. So they'll treat these dogs like they pits.
They'll lead them motherfuckers
They'll leave
outside,
them
not in one.
outside and give them some hot, muggy ass water, thinking that they gonna be good. Oh well, yeah, I left the water outside. This and this, they gonna be good. They gonna be straight. Nah.
okay, so let me ask y'all this. That brings me to this question right here, Unique. Do you think that we should start practicing getting them dogs outside and prepared for all types of weather, like
Got
Like on some real,
like us? So if
like
like something like this did happen, like they would be able to hold it down.
as much as we try, I feel like as much as we try, some of these dogs cannot be
That's what
outside
I was
for
just
a.
gonna ask. I was like, do you think we can fix that as far as just letting them outside will fix that? Or that's just the health of the dog? Do we gotta get better with the health of the dog so they can be outside more?
I
Or
got a
we gotta
question too. Do y'all
condition
be
them to
taking
be
y'all
I
for
outside more?
walks?
I
Not
say the
even not
last part. Hold on. What was that last part,
Or
Goldie?
like, do you think we gotta condition them to be outside more? Or you think we gotta get better
Since
as a
babies,
breed
bro.
to
I
get them
don't know.
outside more?
No,
I don't know.
I think it's as a baby, you want them outside as a baby.
You can, but here's the thing though. You got some of these dogs that really don't have no face. You know, so breathing
But
is
so you mean to tell me a dog with no face that's outside all the time, you don't think that they can uh,
acclimate.
conform to to their environment, adapt to their environment?
Yeah and no.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
think
say
I think they can, like,
yeah and no.
you know who I'm gonna say I got the most freakiest
But
and
that's what I'm saying though, but I mean
hours
like
on hours on hours.
then play man, you gotta look at it like this too, right? You got some dogs, right? Like let's just say even if we do train, even if we do try to, like get our dogs adapted to the
Conditioning.
outside
Yeah.
environment, you still have some of these dogs that has mechanical issues that a lot of people don't know about. You know
But
what I'm saying?
do you think that they're going in their mind like a natural instinct is going to come about to make them like I need to go get
Hell no.
to the water?
Hell no.
I ain't gonna I do. I think they will.
That's a good question.
Cause bro, you got
I think they will.
some dogs that you can let outside and they'll run around forever.
I
Walk around or
think
they'll do something in the same spot, bro. You put some water out there, they might not even fool with the water. They just trying to get
shoot. I ain't gonna stunt. I think they will. Let me see what the comments say. I bring my dogs out after 10 weeks and start conditioning
All right,
them.
look,
They
I got a
don't just
question
get
real quick.
left unattended. Okay, go ahead,
Well, it
bro.
was a wildfire in Canada, right? Like I think
Okay.
yesterday or some shit like that. But the smoke got it's like got my whole city still smoky. So would I be wrong for like letting my dog outside in there? Either one of them?
I mean, shit. If it's is the smoke like right next to you?
No, but you can still smell that shit in the air. I'm in Buffalo, but that shit's still coming from Canada. You can smell that shit strong as hell. Like they didn't tell us not to go outside too long outside, so I didn't think to let my dog out.
I wouldn't let it out for too long, man. If that's if they're if
and then
uh who
and
who are the medics are saying that, or just the
Yeah.
news is saying like don't go outside for too long. Yeah, I wouldn't let my
so then
dogs out for too long.
now here's another question. So if you said like how you just said if we leave these dogs and condition them outside, okay, cool. You have some parts of the United States or just some parts in the world, bro. When it gets hot, bro, it gets hot, bro. So hot you gonna put
Right,
it in.
right.
You
You're
know what I'm
right. Now, but is it the weather's fault or is it the dog owner's fault for not putting them in them type of environments since a baby?
saying? The
Now
weather, bro.
I ain't saying like keep a puppy out for hours, but try to exceed a small limit on training it and then bring it back inside, give it some water. Because I look at it like this: if I fill these baby pools up with water and I leave these dogs, I purposely leave dogs outside on purpose for hours just to see if they gonna snap into like I'm about to go climb in this water. You know what I'm saying? And they do it. You know what I'm saying? But we've been doing this since babies. Now the summer just now getting here. But since babies, they've been outside. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as a dog owner, it should be up to us putting them in them type of environments and not, overdoing it, but definitely putting the pressure on them to where them natural animal instincts will kick in on how to stay alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I remember like when Unique was saying before that even if you put like a baby pool outside and your dog get wet, they're still not technically cooling off though because they fur is really only wet and not under their body. Is that like how do y'all feel about that?
Bro, I'm telling you right now, like these dogs will get in that pool and lay down for a second. All this under a dog, like all the underbody and stuff, like I don't know what it does to the dog, but it cools them off ASAP. And they'll lay down and they'll get up out of there. You know what I'm
Cause I got
saying? But
some dogs that go lay on the kitchen floor because the kitchen floor way
real
cooler than.
cold, yeah.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying that, let's just say it rains a lot in your area, but it's still hot and it's humid. You know what I'm saying? Like that grass would be cold, you know what I'm saying? But I would still put, fresh water out there, cold water, because that humidity is something else too. Like if it's just too hot, like I'm not saying leave them out there anyway, y'all. I'm not saying that. But definitely, you know what I'm saying, get them to adapt to their environment because I feel like if I can't really bear it for too long, then I don't want my dogs to sit back and have to bear it for too long.
All
No,
right.
that's a
So is y'all taking your dogs for walks or y'all feel like that might be too much on them?
What's that?
You take
I
your
put them,
dog for a walk,
I
you feel like
put
that might be too much.
I put them in the yard and make them run, bro.
no, I don't. I don't take my dogs on walk. I ain't gonna lie to you. I put them outside. You know what I'm saying? I stay out there. I stay outside with them for about 20, 30 minutes, see how they react. If they still cool, then we gonna rock out. I'll be out there with them. monitoring them. But
Don't
other than
have too cold of water; it'll turn their organs upside down.
Now, y'all think
What?
walking your dog could hurt them though? Or y'all think?
I know
I've
that.
never heard of that.
I know, like, say for instance, like the dog is too hyped up and it's panting all crazy. I know you shouldn't give it water then, like
Yeah, yeah,
that'll mess the stomach
yeah.
up. But that's probably what he's trying to say. I don't think.
Oh, I was talking about. He's probably talking about the stomach flipping. That's probably what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's probably.
I was saying like they're just get in the water and lay in it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying.
But
But you're
that's
right. Like if a dog has been playing,
because I
let's
can't
just
drink cold water like that.
let's just say this though. Let's just say the dog was running back and forth. It's going crazy, and you bring it back, and it's just going crazy. No, you should not give them a bowl of water, because they're gonna be panting, breathing real hard, and it could flip their stomach, and they could die from
But look,
bloating.
it's somebody say they take their dogs on hikes but not walks. So what's the difference?
Well, that's he has XLs though. So I mean, I don't think it, like, again, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like whatever you start doing with your dog as a puppy, like it'll adapt to that. Like for real though, just like let's for instance say when we play with the dogs with the rope and it's locking on, and we can move it around and shake it on the rope. Like not every dog can do that for the simple fact they weren't raised to do that. They
Yeah,
weren't
no,
doing
you
that
got
since
to.
a baby. You see what I'm saying? It's
Right.
up to the owner. If I want my dog to do this, and this is what we do every day.
No,
You feel me? And
right.
then he'll lock on or whatever. But not every exotic dog is familiar with that type of playing. You know what I'm saying?
All
So
right,
of course they're
this is
not
my
gonna
last
know what to
question though.
do.
This is my last question. Do y'all think these walks is killing the weight? Like, is they like if I'm trying to pack the weight on my dogs? Do y'all think these walks is like slimming them down? Will be slimming them down more so than packing the weight?
they say when a
Man,
dog's
I
panting,
think a lot of that shit
they
genetics, bro. So
say when
like,
a dog
Man,
that he's basically that's like a form of him like sweating, a form of him losing weight. That's why like I'm very careful. Like I said, I'm very careful with my dogs. Very careful.
I feel like you
So,
shouldn't have to even beef up like over try to make a dog fat just because like a fat dog don't always mean a healthy dog either. Like you could really be fucking a dog up by trying to make that motherfucker super fat. I just let my shit be how it is. That motherfucker ain't thick. He just ain't gonna be thick.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could just see different.
Baldwin May Kendall says
Stop.
it's not good to give your dog cold water when they're hot. If you cool them off too fast, they can go in the shot. I believe that.
Yeah, no.
and I wouldn't even say,
I
and
never
if
heard of
they're
that
really
one.
hot, I ain't gonna lie to you. If they're really, really hot, or if they pant real heavy, I wouldn't even give them water. I give them unflavored Pedialyte.
Nah, I'm thinking they talking about like just after exercising. Like let them
Unflavored Pedialyte.
Yeah, that Peter like do it.
That's what I would do. I would definitely give them unflavored Pedialyte because when they're panting, you know what I'm saying? Like you want them to get everything back that they lost. So whatever they're
Yeah.
losing, you want to put them electrolytes back in them.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask y'all this. Do y'all feel like what 4.0 just said, do you feel like work your dog out, makes them lose weight or whatever? I don't typically think it'll have them losing weight, but I do want to say this. I got dogs, man, that I will overfeed, and it's just like they won't, like they got high metabolism. Like they
It
just,
be like that. It's just I
like, you
promise
know
it's
what I'm saying? Like,
genetic.
what do y'all think that is?
Because people say that all the time with freak. They be like, man, you ain't feed that nigga. You ain't. I'm like, bro, you would go take this dog right now. You can feed this dog anything in the world. I promise you. It ain't just go stick to him. You know what I'm saying? That's just his genetic build. I ain't gonna let you. But I got other dogs that's just naturally more thicker. You know what I'm saying? Like both.
Yeah.
I can go a full day without feeding both. You won't even see his rib cages.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's just a thicker dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's just all based off genetics. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think you can even fix that shit.
He said, all my dogs are
Man,
big, run like skinny
Mark,
dogs.
whoa. Hold on. Food Chi Line Bully says spray bottle alcohol and water. Spray them, then put them in front of an industrial fan. What?
That's if they're overheating. We're just talking about simply taking the dog outside, working the dog out, playing with it, exercising it. Once it starts paying real
I would
hard,
definitely say it's just like a human.
don't give the dog a bowl of water right then and there once you bring it back in. Let the dog sit back, chill out for a little bit, and then give them the water. Not in an emergency. We weren't talking as far as an emergency.
They say some dogs are meant for muscle mass and some are built for girth.
No, that's the fact, and that's the difference between.
I would say, yeah.
Robert,
What's
what's
going
going
on?
What it do? What it do?
Got them keys to floor. Shout out my boy.
But yeah, I think that's what it is, man. Like you just gotta really put. He said you could blow their rib cages up when they young feeding. Yeah, you don't want to. I was just about to ask that too. Unique line bullies. Do y'all feel like y'all should just like overfeed certain dogs to try to get like a different type of
No.
presentation of body structure?
All you're gonna do is if you try to overfeed them, the only thing that's gonna blow up is their stomach.
No, I'm saying like over time, like giving them a certain amount of food over time, like up in the amount of food that you get. Let's just say for the next month, they was getting 2 cups. Now we're giving them 4, or just putting a bowl in front of them, letting them eat until they just can't eat no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Do
but
you
I feel
think
like
that'll?
Goldie said it all go off the genetics for real, because that shit, if he ain't packing weight, he just ain't gonna pack weight. So I feel like it might, I feel like it all depends on the dog.
Like
Because I got
during the winter, like I know during the winter, I might bump the feeding up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because it's cooler. You know what I'm saying? Out here,
And they ain't going outside that much.
Right. And it's cold. So at least try and keep them nice and good. We might bump up the feeding a little bit during the winter. But other than that, like when it comes to like summer and like spring, yeah, we ain't really going too far.
Like some dogs, you gotta probably take some food off of, because Bo, I felt like Bo was too fat as a puppy.
But
so I slimmed him down.
When were you?
So like you could take
when were you feeding him, Golden?
Weight off his wrist. You know what I'm saying? You say what?
When were you feeding him? Were you feeding him in the morning? Were you feeding him at night?
I feed my shit at night. You know what I'm saying? I like to feed
Okay.
at night because I like that food to sit on them while they sleep. Yeah. So like instead of feeding them in the morning, they'll run it all off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
They only go on 1 feed in a day?
Yep.
Yeah, I feed my dogs 1 time
I
a day.
do too.
All right, so let me say this. Let's get to these pregnant females. I encourage a lot of people just to, power feed them females, let them eat as they go. But once they start getting huge, does anybody ever like refrain like, well, let me let you just chill out a day from eating and just make sure you get plenty of water?
Not the pregnant, but my grown dogs I will.
Day. Usually a female will stop eating. I don't know, bro.
Like, I be looking at Sue, bro, and she just so. It looked like she from the bus.
She got a.
She's so.
I would probably feed her as much.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Goldie. Like, man, yesterday, bro, she didn't get no food, bro. She didn't, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, this girl looked like my G-Maw came in here and was like, this. She looked like a dinner roll.
I was gonna say what both said, say naturally stop, because like I feed my dog, eat all the food out the bowl. You know what I'm saying? She'll leave some in that motherfucker, so they'll know when then they'll stop eating. Damn man.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a fact.
Feed 1 big time a day.
That's what I do. I get 1 big ass bowl.
And I noticed it was something with one of my dogs. I try to do like the twice a day, feed him in the morning, feed him at night. But I like whenever he had too much weight on him, couldn't breathe. Like he was getting winded a little bit faster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like at that.
No, she did. My fault. Go ahead. Hold that thought though, Daquan. Go ahead, Unique.
No, I was just saying so like as far as the 2 feeding days go, I did that shit 1 time, and then with the females, yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Hold on, you said 2 feeding 1 time a day?
Huh?
You said you 2 feed 1 time a day?
No.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said that I used to feed 2 times a day.
Oh, okay.
But what I noticed was that he'd get so much weight on him to where like he'd be winded faster.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really had to cut back and like really measure out like, all right, we're cool. Like, how much you gonna really eat?
I ain't gonna lie. Real quick, back to you, Daquan. She didn't stop eating on her own. She just looked so big and tight. Like, bro, I was just like, let me let you chill for a little. Like, basically, like I just wanted her digestive system just to get out whatever is in her little stomach, bro, because she's huge, bro. And it's like, I don't know, she starting to lay funny now because she's just so big. You know what I mean? And I just don't want to overdo. I don't want to overdo her and stuff her. You feel me? But today she will be eating.
So do you believe in fasting your other dogs?
Yeah. Actually, I just fed everybody real big the day before yesterday. I fed them kibble in the morning, filled their bowls all the way up, and then at night I fed them all raw while they were outside. Though they all ate raw while they were outside, and then I just, you know what I'm saying, I let them do their thing, and then the next day I just let everybody straight water.
I tried to feed my dogs outside the other day. They did not fuck with that shit. They was running to the bowl, looking at that shit, walking right out.
For real.
I tried to do that shit yesterday.
But what would be the purpose of fasting now? Like, what's the?
Just let their digestive system calm down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
That too, and like what it helps them maintain their weight.
Maintain their weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so how often? Like, let's just say, you do that. Like, how often would you incorporate that throughout the week?
What, the fast?
Yeah.
He's spinning. Gotta put y'all phones on do not disturb, y'all. While y'all on live. That's what I would do though. Like if it was me, I'd try to do at least one day out of the week to give their digestive system a break. You know what I'm saying? Fasting is a great fast is every Sunday here.
I do it at least
comfortable during later stages of pregnant, diet, good calories, not a lot of volume of puffs.
I try to do it like twice, but I don't do it back to back. You know, just to at least get out whatever.
You said you don't do it back to back?
No, I don't do it back to back.
I do it at least once a week, y'all. That's just me though. Like this is my method. You know what I'm saying?
So you going once a week in mid of the week, or you going at the beginning of the week or something?
So usually mid-week. Cause you think like it's 7 days in the week, bro. You power feeding, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feed kibble in the morning, raw at night. If I'm doing that at least 6 days out the week, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to give their body a chance to chill out for something. My dogs, especially XL's, got to be careful on the hips. So
I might do it.
I like less weight.
Like, let's just say Monday. I might
do it. What happened? Y'all fast y'all dogs one day a week. I sit back. I sit back and give them a day without eating once a week. If my dog can be at 130, 140, my dog will sit at like 125. You will be surprised how much they use it on the day they don't eat. Man,
what?
I just went through that. I'm like, damn. Like I'm telling y'all, like they needed to get that out their system.
And a lot of you playmaker, if you think about it, if you just do one day and you see all that, can you imagine if you add another day in there?
Nah, I'm thinking. What do you think he's saying? Like if you go another day without eating?
I read it and I understand what he's saying, which is true because it's a fact. Like on them days that's fasting, they gonna you know what I'm saying? Use the bathroom. Hell
yeah, hell yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
I think that's a good thing though. You want that out their system. What?
You
know what I'm saying?
Because stomach emptying is breaking shit down faster.
What'd you say, bro?
Is it because their stomach emptying is breaking down shit a lot faster?
I think it's just giving it time for their system just to get that shit up out of them. You feel me? Like I feel like once you feed, like the system is just going. But once they ain't ate, like now their system is just pushing the rest of that stuff out. They drinking water or whatever. They working and running. Now when it's time to eat again, like their appetite gonna be up there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how you can really balance a nice weight. You know what I'm saying? It's just about. It's really all it comes down to is just balance, bro. I feed every other day, once a day. See, I don't do that. Like I give them a whole day. I like to put something on their stomach. He said I feed every other day.
Yeah, I was gonna say every other day. That's like
that's a lot. Your dog's growth Your dog's growth plates don't close until 1 year of age, and they don't stop growing long between 4 and 8 months. Stop overfeeding your dog. It's genetics. Keep the water, keep the water, dog. The comments are starving they bulls. No, for real though, like I think it's just finding the proper balance, y'all. You know what I'm saying when it comes down to it. Raw takes half the time, so especially if you feeding a lot of kibble, make sure you fast them because you can block it up. But once a week is fine, nothing too crazy.
You hear me?
See, I just make sure I put probiotics and fish oil in their food every other day. Now, as far as like supplementations, I do that like once a week. What it do, Fresh?
Top of the
Rossi, go
morning.
out, introduce yourself,
Fresh.
bro.
Top of the morning, man. It's Fresh XL Bullies. We out here in New York, upstate New York, man. Just moved from Yonkers. Fresh Bully Mag. Wanted to come here, show some love, share some knowledge, you know, the vibes.
Yes, sir. So talk to us about your feeding methods as far as fasting the dogs and stuff.
Hey man, what I learned from a nutritionist when I first got into this, I had only one dog, and I was talking with a girl at the time, and her best friend was a veterinarian dog nutritionist, and she asked me a simple question about kibble, and if you know how long kibble sits in your dog's stomach. So the thing about kibble, man, those little pebbles, they're
Yeah,
preservatives, stuck full of preservatives, so they can last in those bags, so our animals can eat them. That's no problem. I feed kibble. I'm not gonna say don't feed kibble, but that kibble could last in your dog's stomach 8 to 10 hours, in a sense, before it gets turned into poop. So when you feed your dog and your dog goes uses the bathroom, it's not pooping out that kibble it just ate.
right,
Pooping
It's
over there
pooping out the
yesterday.
kibble from like a day or two ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So like the fasting, it basically lets the dog catch up with itself, catches up with its gut. Healthy gut, healthy mutt. That's the
Yeah.
best thing that I have to say in the sense of bullies, especially with bullies, man, because a lot of people free feed their dogs. And you see a lot of those dogs that get free.
Can't hear you. Whenever y'all jump on live,
My bad, I'm gonna put it on don't disturb.
whenever y'all jump on live, put it on do not disturb.
I got you. But
you
yeah,
said
bro.
something about free feed.
Yeah, a lot of people that do free feeding, I do that with my pregnant females a lot, and that's only with my pregnant females. But I know a lot of people that before shows, they like feeding up their dogs, and that really contains a lot of blockages in the dog's digestive system. If you keep pumping kibble into your dog thinking that you're gonna bloat it up, bulk it up, it's not gonna happen overnight. That's the sad fact. A lot of people are misled to thinking that, oh, I'm gonna add a few 5 pounds on my dog before the show. I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
your dog looks better without those 5 pounds. I'm being real. I'm being so real. The extra size is not gonna matter.
I
It's
think
gonna really
when it comes to
jeopardize
that
yourself.
when it comes to that show, y'all want to make sure that y'all were preparing like 30 days plus if y'all want a nice healthy weight on them. But I mean that should be every day though. You know what I'm saying? You should want your dog to be presented at his best all the time. You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
fact.
Don't just
That's a fact.
not feed and then the day of the show. You know, yeah, y'all want to go that route with it.
Just the question: are you
That's a fact.
talking about like actual dog kibble, like just the kibble itself, or all dog food in general?
It's just kibble, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's like the breakdown on the kibble is so long that if you're solely feeding kibble and filling up your dog with kibble, the dog's digestive system is not gonna be able to keep up, even though it will. In the sense of your dog will have more health problems. It will have more problems in general, skin, these things, because your dog's body is so busy working on breaking down these preservatives in its stomach when we all know that these dogs come from wolves. Like long time ago, these dogs are made to eat bones, collagen,
Yeah,
livers, hearts, fucking, oh, I'm sorry
raw.
for the
That's
language,
just
all of it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
raw
Um,
feedings.
yeah, raw feeding, barf diet, you know what I'm saying? Grass. Why you think I have a dog that I fed kibble for a long time because that's all she ate. She didn't like raw.
Yeah.
And every time she would go out, would eat that grass, because that stomach is
Yeah.
upset. The stomach is always upset because that kibble is always in there, bro. It's always in there. She's never empty. So you need that one day of fasting to let them empty their system out, let
Okay.
them poop it all out in a sense, bro. And then you could reset in the beginning of the week and then
Yeah.
continue your process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's
my
how I
take on
feel.
it.
That's how I feel as well.
No, that's a fact.
He said proper deworming will keep the weight on your dog.
That's a fact too.
Now, I see, man, when it comes to the deworming, man, I don't like to deworm unless I see worms. I don't like for my dogs to just be on medicine. If I'm going to go a stomach cleansing or stomach lining, I'm going with the Albine to where, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go so hard with the Albine. Maybe, you know, once every 3 months or something like that. And that's
Fact.
only if you've seen the dogs like eating mud and, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like the stomach acid is super strong. So they're able to whatever bacteria, like it'll immediately be killed, or it might just slowly get to the stomach lining. But it's, you know what I'm saying? As far as like your dog getting ill, like it's not going to get ill at like a rapid rate, but you want to make sure that you, before deworming, if you don't see worms, I would sit back and just use the Albine. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, my
That's a
dogs eat raw every day. And sometimes, like I'm gonna tell y'all, like sometimes, man, I haven't, they say to deworm once
every
once a
month.
month. Yeah,
Yeah.
once a month with the raw, but I'll be the first to tell y'all, bro, like I feed raw a lot, and it's been months that I've never even dewormed just to see. Like I just be trying to see what's gonna happen.
It
And
depends on the
honestly,
conditions.
I don't see no worms or
I
nothing.
didn't know
You know what I'm
rabbit
saying?
ears was a natural dewormer. That makes sense.
Yeah, rabbit ears,
Garlic
tobacco.
cloves.
I didn't know about garlic cloves.
Garlic cloves. They say they're toxic. A small garlic clove can deworm your dog
See,
naturally.
Geechee said I do it every 3 months. Like every month, like you don't have to go. I don't know
Nah,
who said
that's a
that
little
because
For
overboard.
what? Raw?
yeah,
I heard that.
Deworming.
I've heard
but
that.
even my doctor would be like, you don't have to do that so much because like that dewormer, like it works, man, and it just cleanses stuff. So let's just say like there's nothing for it to clean. Like what else is it doing inside this dog's stomach? You know what I'm
That's a
It's
saying?
fact.
always,
It's a
but it's
fact.
always gonna have something in there to clean though.
Like what though?
Whatever
I don't think so.
As
don't.
far as like what the Albon wouldn't clean, what would the dewormer clean that the Albon couldn't?
I've never used
Uh,
Albon, so I can't
you
really
have
speak on that. Yeah, I've never used it.
see that's what
That's another
that's
one.
like a
Forgot
What
about
good
that.
a
is it?
good
What is it? What is it like? What does it treat?
Albon.
Yeah,
It's like little like stomach potential stomach parasites and stuff like that. See, that's what I'm saying, Geechee. Like I don't want my dogs to be dependent on something that you don't need. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
He said I put a little minced garlic in they food every blue moon.
Yo,
see,
Like, see,
see?
and that's another. When it comes to deworming, like I would rather go a more natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Natural way. Now, as far as like the tobacco, like don't go crazy and just bust a whole wood down, and it's just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And let it go from there. You could probably use a wood for every dog in your camp. You don't have to
That's a
go
fact.
crazy with it.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
+1 for pumpkin seeds and pumpkin for upset stomach. Oh yeah, you gotta keep that pumpkin on deck.
Oh yeah, pumpkin is
What it
number one,
do?
man.
357. I use
Pumpkin
apple
is number
cider
one.
vinegar too. If you don't want to use the Albon, that apple
Apple
cider
cider
vinegar,
vinegar.
you can't go wrong with that. Pumpkin
Even
seeds
bathing
and
them.
food,
Have y'all
rabbit
ever bathed
ears.
your dogs in apple cider vinegar?
Uh-uh.
Yo, that is the best solution if your dog has red spots, little marks like that can't go
Like
away.
how many caps would you put in the water?
The whole bottle, the whole
Man, heck,
shit, the whole
nah, bro, you going too
shit.
far
That
now.
works in life. That's what I do, bro. On mommy's life,
Hold
bro.
on, hold on,
So
hold on, hold
I'm,
He
on.
I'm
said
about
put
to
the
put you
Fresh,
whole.
on.
fresh,
I'm
He
about
fresh.
to
said
Hold
put
put
the
you
whole
on.
bottle.
Real
on,
talk.
hold on, hold
It's
on,
a
hold on.
dilution.
Okay, well, hold on. I gotta ask you though, because I'm interested in
Y'all
hearing
putting the
this.
whole bottle in the
So,
water.
Yeah, I
okay,
Thumbs
am.
so
up if
explain
you
that.
putting the whole bottle in the
How?
water.
Okay, so how do you do it? Do you like pour it in the water, or are you mixing it with soap, or like what are you doing? Is it like
Nah,
after you done give him a shower? How does it work?
nah. So, all right, the way I do it, I have a basin. So I got a 50, like a big gallon. So it's 25 inches tall. So I
Okay.
basically pick my dogs up in a sense of my dog. I'm
Now
saying it like I have
they say
Bartels.
he right. They
Um,
say he right.
so I get my dog right. I fill it up to their shoulders. If they're itchy, if they have like red spots, if they've been outside a lot and they're like itching a lot, like itching their ears and shit. Apple cider vinegar, my boys. You about to go to a show? They have a little smell. Apple cider vinegar. Word to my mother, bro. I'm telling ya. That's why we Fresh XL. We keep it fresh, you know. So we got the big thing, fill of water, all the way full. Yo, you grab the bottle cap, turn it off, shake that shit with the mother from the top of the neck to the back of the tail. Just free fall that shit. Just, just keep going back and forth. Let it soak in.
Yeah.
And when you let it soak in, it's so much water, it dilutes it. So it will bother them at first when it touches the skin because it gives it a little fizz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It basically detaches the dirt from the skin. And dogs create some things, mites. A lot of dogs
Yeah.
get mites when they eat a
Yep.
lot of carbs. So a lot of people that are feeding kibbles, they're feeding their dogs a lot of carbs, and especially in the summer with the heat, that turns into the mites biting the dog's skin.
Yeah.
And that's why you will see hot spots on your dogs. And that is the number one way to deal with hot spots. In 2 to 3 days, you will heal your dog from hot spots with
But
what I'm telling y'all.
You shave it
so you
at one
but you
time.
could do it. You could do oral what do they call oral suspension too?
Correct. Correct. Definitely. What
Like
I
clean the
do, I
dog
have
from the inside out.
yes, bro. Yes, bro. That is 100% true. What I do, I have 5 gallon watering. All right, so I buy them at Tractor Supply. They
Yeah.
basically refill after the dog drinks them. So when I'm filling them up, it's 5 gallons. I put 5 capfuls into the water. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so when they're drinking, they're taking that in through the whole week. I'm not
Yeah.
filling up that water. That's the same water I filled up in the beginning of the week. If it gets dirty, I change it, obviously. But every single time, I throw in my capfuls because it's basically a natural detoxer. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
natural, bro. Anything natural you give it to your dogs extra is not gonna harm them. So that's what I take it as. I take it as I could go and give them medicine, but I got this natural thing I could buy from ShopRite, Walmart, anywhere
Yeah.
with the mother. It needs to be the one with the mother. Um, so you get something organic, bro, and you give it to your dogs and clears up mucus. That a lot of
Yeah.
the drool
Saliva and
cleans
shit.
that up. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, it cleans a lot of shit that people have problems with their dogs that it's a little fix, man. It's a little fix. YouTube. There's a guy in Texas. His name is QBNK. QBNK Kennels. Like quality something. Yo, bro, he is literally like a dad figure into this shit. Like he teaches you how to make your own soap, teaches you how to make your own like thing. When I was in the beginning, like I was 17, 18,
Send it
yo, I used to
send it
watch
to the
those videos like
page.
crazy. Oh,
We might
100%.
have
I
to
got
get
you.
him on here.
Yo, he's tough, bro. His name is Raul. Yo, mad knowledge, bro. I learned
Okay.
a lot from him. Mad knowledge, bro. Great guy too.
Yeah, organic.
Sure.
Exo exotic kennels
Yes,
organic.
sir.
It says it helps with a lot of things. People use apple cider vinegar for everything. Yeah,
Facts.
one time like whenever we were going through
Yeah, you
an
see, look, I
episode,
watch him. I learned a lot from him. Look at
we
that.
sat back and the concoction that I made to help cure
Yep.
or help fight parvo in a puppy was apple cider vinegar, colloidal silver, activated charcoal, and Pedialyte, and I would whip it all, like shake it all together in straight oral suspension, and it'll help that dog fight, man. Like For real though.
Oh, yeah, I did something like that too with the parental. You know, the parental. I did that.
Yeah,
When your puppies are first born after a C-section, most puppies have diarrhea, like very bad watery diarrhea. You get an
yeah,
anti-diarrheal that has no flavor for the kids, like, you know, for kids. You get it with pumpkin and like you said, like with the Pedialyte and all that, you mix that up, yo, bro, it works so fast. It's crazy. It's
yeah.
crazy, bro. It works so fast. My puppies had diarrhea. These puppies I just got on the ground, I did that one time, bro. In 1 week, never
So,
again.
so, so, I heard a lot of people, a lot of reproductive people too, say this. Y'all sit back and give the dog, like puppies, like a little shot of the Albon when they first are born.
Are you asking me that question?
I'm not asking everybody.
I don't give my puppy shots, man, until
Not
it's
a
needed. I don't give my
shot, but
puppy.
like a little oral suspension of the
Oh,
Albon, just a little oop.
oh,
You know what I'm saying?
okay,
For all of them.
okay, okay.
Have y'all
No,
ever did that?
I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not.
Yeah, I ain't. I don't know. It's just some, bro. Like some methods, I just stick to the script. You know what I'm saying?
Diarrhea is
Straight
awful.
up.
Add pumpkin and what? Red one. Yo, it's parental. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, bro. It's a weird word. It starts with a P. It's an anti-diarrheal for kids and adults, but I go with the kid formula, you know, so it's
Yeah,
less. You know what I'm saying? It's not flavored. You could go get it at your local pharmacy. Every pharmacy has it. Just ask for anti-diarrheal, you know, for children.
yeah,
And you get a small dose, like I'd say if you have a 10 milliliter syringe, I just put like 1 milliliter to 2 milliliters of that and 1 milliliter per dog, adding it with the pumpkin. And like he said also, you can't go wrong with the electrolytes, my people.
yeah,
Keep that Pedialyte on deck. If your dog is vomiting and diarrhea, it's losing energy while it's doing it. If you see the dog going through the stress, you need to give it electrolytes because it could go through shock after.
yeah.
You know,
For
so
sure,
you gotta stop that shit.
for sure, for sure. All right, so the first half is coming to an end, y'all. I really want to appreciate 4.0 being on here. My dog Fresh with the XLs,
You know
man.
the vibes, man.
Before we sign out, everybody follow this Instagram page, man. We getting it right back pumping. I know we weren't able to do a lot on there. It's a lot of traffic on the new page, but do go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All this information that y'all are hearing every morning, man, is always posted to the YouTube page. So make sure that y'all subscribe to the Bully Breakfast Club on YouTube and make sure that you follow the Instagram page, man, and support everybody on here that's helping support us. Y'all know what it is. Let's eat.